Alright, so I've just been to the shops because I needed a couple of little things for this week's thumbnail. I mean, to be honest, you've already seen it because you clicked on it. And you might be thinking, what is that representative of? Well, I mean, if you watched last week's video, and even actually, just all the videos actually, you would know that we are on our 50th YouTube video. That's right. I mean, that's pretty cool. And I thought, what's a cool way to almost to show that off, almost celebrate it. And I was thinking, let's do something a little different with the channel, something that I've been wanting to do for, I'd say, quite a while, but I didn't know the right time to do it and all that kind of stuff. But I've just felt like, it's the 50th now, so why not do it now for this one? So what we're doing is we're going to be making a little YouTube intro. Now, one thing I want to do with this intro is, I want to put a little bit of time and thought into it, because it's something that you guys will be seeing pretty much at the beginning of every video from now on. So I was thinking, let's do something a little special with it, or even not even special. Let's just put some time and effort into thinking about how we're going to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to park up somewhere, just somewhere where we can sit down, with a little notepad, and we can just go over some of the thoughts and the ideas. Because I have some ideas already. It's just about just thinking if I can maybe improve on them and all that kind of stuff. And also, to be honest, you'd be thinking, it being the 50th video and me talking about I want to do something big for the channel, that I'll be doing quite a bit and quite a lot for it. However, for this specific thing that we're doing, I won't be doing, I guess, the main brute work of everything. Now, I might be thinking, is that incorrect? Well, it is correct. And what I'll do is I'll tell you about that later on, after we've got down the ideas. So I'll see you then. Alright, so we've parked up, and now it's time to think about what we want from this video. Now, I have some ideas already, and I mean, they're pretty simple ideas, but it's just about, I guess, getting them onto the screen really. So my first idea is I want the scene to be very active. I want it to be very, I just want it to have energy really, because you don't want to click on a YouTube video and then have just like just a mellow tone. So we don't want that. So first thing we want like active. So I'll just put like what we need. So I need to be in it because this is my channel. So I need to be in the frame. We need to have activeness. Also, it is a photography channel. Well, photography, videography, all that kind of stuff. So we need to show that off, and just have a camera in it. So have the camera as a prop. Also, I was thinking the music also has to be very upbeat and lively, because again, like music and sound is kind of 50% of what drives your audience. So we need upbeat. It doesn't have to be fast, but just a nice pace to music. And also I'm thinking about the color scheme that we want, because it's a good thing if you do have a platform, or you have multiple platforms, it's good to have some consistency in all of them, because again, you're also kind of creating a kind of an identity as well. So we'll think about the color palette. I think I'm gonna go for kind of the business colors as well. So I think I'm gonna go for a certain shade of purple, then a black and white, but I guess that can be like substituted for like grey, I guess, because obviously if we're shooting something and it's quite dark anyway, and then you add black on top of that, it will just black out. And if we're shooting something and it's pretty white outside, it will just blow out the color as well. So the black and white can be substituted for grey. So I'm thinking action wise, what we're going to do for action wise. So like I said before, we want to show off activeness, and you can't really show that with photography. Do you know what I mean? So I guess that is like a challenge of the day. We're going to try and make the idea of activeness in somehow related to photography, I guess, if we can do that. I've got one idea. It's kind of already done before, so I don't want to copy, but maybe just for now, just so for the first initial, the send off for this first intro, maybe put it in now, and later on I might substitute for something a little, possibly later on. But yeah, the idea is maybe I could just be running with the camera, because the thing is, what you do is on a shoot, you will get times where you're running about. So I mean, it's one of the things where maybe it'll work. I'll test it out and I'll see if it does work. If it looks good, then I'll probably throw it in there. So just a running shot with camera. Also I was thinking, let's just get some normal filler shots. So it will be just video of me, I guess, just walking with the camera, just turning around with the camera, almost looking like I'm shooting something. Because I was thinking originally, maybe I should show, obviously me shooting something, but actually showing a subject like, I guess something like a car. Maybe do like me showing me shooting a car. But then I was thinking, if I do that, I could be boxing myself in saying, oh, I only do car photography, or people might just associate that intro with, I guess, car photography. I mean, the thing is, I do plan on doing some car photography later on, but I mean, that's not what this channel is about. This channel is about just trying to get the most out of all forms of photography, just trying different things, almost if I can learn different things from different shoots, all that kind of stuff. So I don't want to be tied down to one form of photography. So I'm thinking just have the shot as just me with the camera shooting something off screen. That way, again, you guys know that this channel is photography, but I'm not showing you something specific to make you think, oh, this is a food photography channel, car photography channel, all that kind of stuff. So we'll keep it ambiguous. And also what I might do is just add in maybe like one or two shots from the previous videos. Again, just nothing really too specific, just to show, again, just shots of maybe walking around talking potentially, because again, this is one of the things where you can look back on some of the videos and be like, oh, that was from that video, something like that. So I'll probably do something like that as well. I just got to think about which video I can use, but that's not important. I can do that later on. But anyway, I think we've got a good start. Now it's just about shooting the stuff, and I don't know if I will capture that. I don't know if I'll capture it on this camera, just because obviously I need one for a prop. And also just thinking, I really will kind of just be walking around doing these shots. There won't be that much to them, so I might just skip that bit out. But what we will do, I'll get back to you back in my room. Well, give you a little bit more information about the whole process, and I guess how we're going to get from this point now to the end point where I have a finished off intro. So you know what, I'm pretty hopeful for today. We've got the sketches down, we've got all that kind of stuff. So let's actually just start. Let's just get on with it. Alright, so we've gone out, we've got the footage, and you know what, I'm pretty happy with it. I will say that I think we may have rushed one or two little sections, but I mean, in general, I'm pretty happy with what we got. But anyway, that's not the main thing. So we've got the footage now, and now you might be thinking, what we're gonna do with the footage. I'm just gonna splice it together, whatever. I'm just gonna do something pretty normal with it. Well, no, we're not actually. What we're gonna do is, well, I figured that, I mean, I feel like I can do a lot of things with, like photography, videography, all that kind of stuff. But I mean, there are some things which I haven't really done myself. And I mean, I know there are kind of like subscription services out there which will help you kind of make intros. But I was thinking, you know what, I thought it'd be nice for the 50th as well, do something, and again, a little special with it. So I thought, why don't we also help out another content creator? So the place I went was Fiverr. Now, I've never actually used Fiverr before for, I mean, anything. So I didn't know what to expect when I went on the site. I was looking around thinking like what to do with it. So I mean, also, I guess this video is also my little review on Fiverr, and I guess how useful it is, if it's as easy as it says on like the YouTube adverts and all that kind of stuff, because I get quite a few of them. So thinking, you know what, let's go to Fiverr and let's pick out someone who I guess can show me kind of the vibe that I want for what I want for a YouTube intro. And you know, I won't lie to you, I've taken a little look at some of the people out there already, and I mean, it looks pretty promising. I should say, actually, if anybody who doesn't know what Fiverr is, basically, in a really simple way of putting it, it's a site where anybody can make an account and they can provide a service for, I mean, pretty much anything. I mean, if you want, I don't know, I guess some photography, some videography, if you want a YouTube intro, that's on there. I mean, I'm trying to think, maybe you want some graphics or something done as well for your business. I mean, anything that you can think of that people can provide a service for, I'm pretty sure you'll find it on Fiverr. Now, the one thing I don't know about coming from someone who hasn't used Fiverr is just, I guess, like I'm saying, the whole process of it. If it's easy, is it more difficult than really just going on there, asking for something, and then you get that in return? I don't know. I mean, it sounds pretty simple. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna just vet out again one or two potential people who I want to create my intro, see how the process goes, and then honestly, I'll probably see you in about maybe like 2-3 days. I don't know how long the process will be. It might be 3 days, it might be a week, I don't know. But I'll get back to you once I've actually got the finished product, and then you know what? Then I'll come back with you with my actual proper review on what I think about Fiverr, and hopefully by then you'll also see the first little take of our upcoming YouTube intros for the foreseeable future. Okay, so it's been about 2, possibly 3 days since I last talked to you, and that was around the time that I was vetting out and looking at the content creators on Fiverr and just seeing what they're about, their style, and just seeing if they could do what I envisioned, if that makes sense. Because I mean, there's a lot of different styles you can get on Fiverr, which is a good thing. It's a nice variety. So depending on what you want, chances are you will find it on there. But I did think as well, before I even show you the logo and all that kind of stuff, I was thinking, why don't I just give you, I guess, just a little bit of what I think, a little review of my experience of the whole process, and I mean how I found everything, from the beginning to the end to where we are right now. So I thought, what, let me give you a little review. So let's start with that. So to start off with, it was pretty simple, to be honest. I mean, all you have to do is just go onto Fiverr, type in whatever you're looking for. I typed in YouTube intro, and then what you do is you just get a list of just different creators. I mean, they have like their own little advertisements on there, so which is a good thing, obviously, so you can see what they can give you. And obviously the first step of this whole process was just looking through all of them, seeing which one I thought kind of represented what I wanted to do, all that kind of stuff. Because like I was saying in the beginning, I wanted something pretty active, pretty out there, pretty upbeat. And I mean, there were quite a few that I'd say fit into that category, but none, well, not none, just there were a lot that I felt weren't what I was looking for. So it took I looked for about half an hour, I think, maybe an hour. But I did get to a point where I found one that I thought, well, this is pretty decent. I could see myself using an intro like this. And the creator that I picked out, now I do have his name here, and hopefully I do say your name right. If I don't, I do apologize. But his name is Jalil Halis, I believe. Again, if I've got that wrong, I do apologize. But anyway, this content creator, I saw one of his adverts, well, his examples really, and I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, this looks really good. It looks professional. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people on Fiverr look professional. I'm not saying they didn't, but this one, I really liked what was going on with it. Kind of the colors, the transitions, honestly everything about it. So what I did was I used the contact seller tab, where basically if you do have some questions or something like that, before you actually make the purchase, you can contact the seller, and then you can just, I guess, ask some questions, get a feel for what they're like. They can see what you want, all that kind of stuff. And I mean, off the bat, I mean, it just makes sense that would have been smooth, because it really is just two people talking about a project, and just two people working together. So it's pretty cool and it's pretty smooth. But anyway, yeah, so from there, it was just me and Jalil just talking about, I guess, the whole process really. So what he wanted from me, kind of what I wanted from him. I mean, also, when I say what he wanted from me, because obviously I wanted a YouTube intro, and it makes sense that I would use my own footage. And this is the thing actually, so if you don't feel like you're confident with going out to get your own footage and all that kind of stuff, and you feel like maybe you want some help with that, this is maybe not everybody does on Fiverr, but this is one thing Jalil did. In the whole package, he did say if you want, he can use his own stock footage that he can find himself, which again, it's one of the things that can make your life a bit easier if you want something like this. If you don't have the footage, maybe you might be on a time constraint or something, you can get someone else who you hire to find it for you, which again, pretty good considering how much you'll pay for it. I mean, also, I might as well say that now, I think I paid, I think it was only like £10 really, and that honestly is not that bad considering what I got, and I'll get to that in a little bit. But anyway, like I was saying, the whole process is pretty simple. So whenever I wanted something, such as the color requirements, again the shots, all that kind of stuff. Anything that I really had not an issue with, but if I wanted something very specific, then obviously I'd contact the seller, and from there, I mean, thing is, obviously sellers, they're not gonna say outwardly no to you because this is your project. So I mean, the thing as well, he was very respectful. He was like, yeah, we can do this, this and this. If there was an issue, he would find a way around it, which again, super cool from his side. And honestly, the end product, I really liked it. I think it looks very professional. I know I might as well show you now. So basically, this is the intro that we'll be having on this channel for the foreseeable future. I mean, seriously, how cool was that? I mean, to be honest, I got something really cool, something that, I mean, that looked super professional as well. Also, he did send me like 2 alternative versions of that as well with different music, and I mean, for £10 you can't really go wrong with that. Also, like I was saying just before I showed you that, there were some little extra things that Jalil did put in, because basically what I did was, he gave me the final product, and then he asked if I do need any help with anything or any assistance with anything, just let him know. And I thought it was a little cheeky asking, but I thought, you know what, I might as well ask anyway because we're in the situation. So I did ask if he had any things that could help with, I guess, again, making the channel look a bit more professional. So I did ask about like YouTube elements, you know, things that pop up, like saying something like a subscribe to me or something. It's just, you know, little things like that that pop up when you see other YouTubers. And I was thinking maybe he'll just direct me to someone else who's got it. Maybe he can make some for me, but he already said he had some and he just gave them to me, and I was like, oh, how much for? And he's like, oh, you can just have them. And I was like, that's super cool. So I mean, I don't want to put everybody in the same boat on Fiverr, because I mean, if I do say to you Fiverr's amazing and you go there and then you're not happy with it, I don't want you to think that just because I've said it's amazing that everyone will be amazing as well. But what I will say, from my experience so far with Jalil, it's been pretty good. And I mean, if I do ever plan on using Fiverr again for something, I wouldn't mind it, because I mean, also there were some other things I could have done. Like I could have really gone to some other sites and done a subscription service where I could have also just picked like from a bunch of different intros, made it myself. I mean, could have done that, and I know it might have probably took maybe a day or two of my own time to do that, you know, to do the whole sequence and everything. But also it's one of those things where I would have had to kept the subscription service to keep on using it. And then, I mean, to be honest, I don't plan on changing it every single video. I feel like this intro will do me well for maybe a year, maybe 2 years, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty happy with it, and also it's a good thing. I can also just go in and change maybe some of the shots if I want to, maybe later on in the future, I don't know. It's one of those things where it will grow with when the channel grows as well. So, you know, I'm pretty happy with it. But you know what, I think I've gone on about Fiverr, you know, a little too much already. I think I've been talking about it for like, what, 10 minutes maybe 15 minutes. I don't know how long this video is going to be. But yeah, I've pretty much just gone on about how great Fiverr is. But anyway, I'll leave you with that. You know, it's been a good 50 videos, I think. You know, I've enjoyed it. It's been pretty cool. And hopefully, I mean, I've got, again, make like a nice little list of videos I plan to make in the future. So we've still got quite a few to do. We've got one that I really should have done a couple of months ago, but I haven't done yet. So, you know, we might get on that either next week, week after that, maybe the week after that, I don't know. When we find time, we'll do it. But anyway, thank you for sticking around, if you have been, for about 50 videos. It's been pretty cool. It's been quite a journey, I'd say. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you did like the video, and I hope you did like the 50 videos that have come out. It's been pretty cool. It's been a pretty cool experience. And you know what, let's keep growing with the channel. It's pretty cool. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a like. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video, which will be our 51st video. I mean, how cool is that to say?